let's see. Look at that. We got all kinds of funny stuff. Where's my channel? Here I am. Show myself. Look at that. That's crazy. I could see my own channel in my own channel. Yeah, that's crazy. I could see my own channel in my own channel. Share this around here a bit. Oh, look at this secret information. Where's self-promotion, guys? Where's self-promotion? There we are. Okay, we gotta mute the computer. There we go. That should help. So, I have a couple of these guys here that I started on, but I haven't finished. I want to get these done matching the color of these guys here. So we got the black with the purple. And, you know, they got the chainmail going on. I'm going to rust up the weapons and chainmail after they're done drying. The bases are wet on this one, so can't do that one yet. I started doing the rust on these guys. That one's the thumbnail. But yeah, this is I'm gonna get these guys going. And then I have, for Skaven, I have a few more of the regular guys left. And then I have some of the Jeziles here too. Those are cool as heck. All right. Okay, so these ones I did a lighter fur color than some of the other ones. But I try, what I do is like I'll do 5 of them in one color, and then like the cloak. So like all 20 of them will have black. The other 20 I have a green tan. And then another set that I'm doing has like a fleshy tone color. So like skin instead of cloth. So we'll see. We already started doing this one. You see, it's got a really light color. But I want to do some of our paint here. I don't have any of these mixed up. I just got out here. Okay. Get some of this on here. So I've been doing that with some like Druki shade over it. And then I have my secret mix. Good stuff here. So I'm going to do this on the wood. So I'm not doing like heavy, because I still want some of the lighter shade to come through. Right there, it has some of the fur color on it, but let's kind of spread that out. Purple's my favorite color, so like all my minis are going to have purple on them. The exception was like the towel. I haven't put any purple on. Well, not all of them, but some of them have it. But hello, hello. I see people on there now. I didn't really notice till just now. Is that Robert? Robert, what you doing up? You better be painting too, buddy. And we have Christina Rodi and Adrian Batista. Hello. See my little guys here. Yeah, I've been wanting to get these Skaven done for a while, but I got into the Tau for 40k because more people play 40k than Sigmar. And I think getting them was pretty cheap too, so we just did it. Drugs? We're not doing drugs. Alright, we're getting drugs. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe plastic crack, but not drugs. There he goes. And then, easy way to get a nice amount of color on there is the metal. So I have this little wet palette here, and you see that I have a piece of cardboard on there, and that's because the metallics tend to soak through the paper. So I just put them on a piece of cardboard which soaks up the water, and it acts like a wet palette in another way. It just doesn't let it get through the paper. His nasty shield, all broken up. Who knows where he got it from? And nice little metal pieces here, and by his foot, the brace. Nice. He's got chainmail. Yeah, I got the cardboard from Burkhurst. No, I got it from the Gunpla Hermit shop. He gives it away for free if you ask. Oh man, what a thing to say. I think those are just holes. I need a better camera for like this kind of video. Usually I don't do this stuff on here because I'm not that skilled, so I try not to show off my incompetence. But I have done videos on like airbrushing before. Need a nice pink here for his ears. Tickle those little pointy things. And then right on the inside of his mouth. He got lipstick on now. Tickle the back of his throat with the darker red. There we go. Now he looks nice and monstrous. Haha. Cool. strawberry milk. Okay, and then we do a lighter pink for his tail. We'll probably put a wash over it with like either the darker red or brown so it can look dirty. But for now, it's pink, very rat-like. I might even do a gray one so it looks like super dirty, wore out tail. But this guy looks like he's healthy compared to some of the other Skaven. Alright, so there's that. The best live I've seen, he says. I don't know about that. What is this part here? There we go. Okay. Do his little nails. I don't know what to print now. I would say, that sounds silly, but like little blocks of like basing bits. Like those ones that I showed you from Donovan. Like the bones. That's what I would say. That'd be pretty cool. For vehicles, there's a manta that could be printed. No, just kidding. I know I want those Space Marines too. Like, I don't love Space Marines, but there's some cool stuff I could use for basing bits there too. Okay. See, he's almost sorted. Okay. Yeah, that Cobra is the way to go, man. What I heard is from a pro, what you want is that Cobra S1, and that prints out just as good, or if not better, than resin. And there's always like terrain pieces and stuff like that, but I really, that's for me, I'm really obsessed with terrain pieces because I like to make dioramas. And like every time we get the monthly mini, I like to make a little diorama. And like, I don't know if I think I've showed you some of them. I have an right here. No. I'll have to go over there and grab one. Alright, well, we're not going to do that right now. Okay, so that's his belt. We're going to do his teethers. So we get his little teeth up. He's got ugly brown teeth. We'll put some like earth shade over them so they're even uglier. Let's put a little brown into the cloth on the sword. Ooh. There we go. Yeah. I really like doing the Skaven. They're some of my favorite little minis. I don't know what it is about them that drew me to them, but I just, as soon as I saw them, I'm like, I need the funny little rat guys. And I found out how awful they were, and it made me laugh even more. We're going to put a little bit of a stripe here, like that's a scar, because he's got that little groove there. And we'll do a little fade to pink here. There we go. And then we'll put some blood for the blood god on it. We'll be making a fresh one, a fresh wound. There he is. Okay. So then we got our special mix. That'll go on his little piece of metal back here. I have a brush I use just for this lacquer because lacquer ruins brushes really well. It's also incredibly difficult to brush paint properly, especially metallic ones. It's better to just like paint it with an airbrush. But I didn't want to glop it on like that. We'll have to cover it up with black because it went over and leaked everywhere. But that mix, that's a special paint. Super sick when it's airbrushed. This one's a little bit matted. What I did was I added some flat base, but it's the same mix that's in here. This one's the glossy version, so no matte in it. Looks super good. That's one that I want to do too, but like I'm not building that army, so I'm trying to prioritize the ones I'm going to play. All right, we'll let that guy dry. I can dot his eyes there. Give him some little yellow eyes. All my Skaven have yellow eyes. Wrong one. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people have like green eyes because of the warp stone. But like, I don't know, I like yellow eyes. They look menacing, you know? I've done some with red eyes, but I can't see red that well, so we get jaundice ones. Okay. All right, so yeah, this guy now. I think this one will do a darker shield. So let's pick out. I got Mornfang. I'm on like the last legs of this bottle. I have 2 more though. See, I went on a little too thick. I still want to see the other color through the bottom of it. So it's white, but I want to see all the little texture. Then when I add a shade to it, it'll color up the darker spots. This the primer I use for this one is a SMS paint. It's a lacquer too. Where do I have it? Do I have it here? Okay, so I have the gray one here. So this stuff. So with this, This bottle will cover around 70 minis without like, I think I have like that much left of it. So like from here down for the white. But it's pre-diluted, which I kind of don't like because pre-diluted means you get less per bottle, and they're kind of expensive. It's like $10 a bottle, which realistically isn't like crazy because these ones are like $8, so I don't think you can do 70 minis with that. But I mean, you might be able to, but not me. Any case, like it came out really well. I got all those rats that are in all the ones that I've done already, plus all of these in that base, plus several other ones that I did with the what are they called, the Nurgle guys, the ratkin maggotkin of Nurgle. So these ones are all based in that white, and it came out really good. Like it has a very satisfying feel to it, and it does a little bit of surfacing, but it's not too like overwhelming. I think it came out good. I think I like SMS. I just wish it wasn't so pricey. That's a lot of things in the hobby. I like it, but why is it gotta cost so much? Color this part in here. There we go. Okay. Oh, and then I got the middle of the Skaven insignia right up in here. Now, let me see. There we go. I can do that. Okay. And then we'll mix this one with this one. Like that. For this. Cool, that's a nice looking color. And then this one has spikes on it, but it doesn't have like a metal head, so I can just cover them with the paint, and then I'll put the metallic on over them. Hey. Okay. There we go. That's his stick. That's his Stormcast beating stick. And this one I did a little bit more to than the other one. Get some of that brown off. Okay. And paint for the tail. Oh, I left a little bit too much brown on there. It's okay. He's going to have a brownish tail. Where are we? I want you guys to be able to see. Ew, this one looks like an earthworm. He's got some like little bulges on there, so I'm going to have to color those with the nasty stuff. I got a couple of colors and make everything look sick. So like, where is he? One of my favorite sculpts from the new Skaven is this one. So like he looks super nasty. He looks super gross and sick. And like he's got a hole in his hand here, or his arm. So I put some blood for the blood god on there. So there's a pouch here. I just colored it in like flesh tones, so it looks like he's holding like a bag of meat or something. And then like I used Donovan recommended this one to me. It's called Oozing Vomit, and it's disgusting. It looks like that. But when it dries, it kind of gives you those little chunks. And like if you leave it clear on there, it looks like boogers. And then you see he's got all these like little pustules here. Those are freaking gross. So this one is like one of my favorite sculptures on the newer Skaven. He's so cool looking. It's just an ugly guy. He still needs to get his chainmail rusted out, but I did his weapon. And then for this guy, we'll do the little spikes on his weapon here. I could probably rust them first and then put metal highlights on it instead of doing what I'm doing here. But I like to see it as metal before, because I have a simple mind. And sometimes you need to do that. Okay. We'll do his cloth here. He's got the little band. Actually, I kind of wanted to do a different color on this. Oh well. Let's see what I can do here. He has a little belt buckle here, so we're going to do some gold on that one. And the little band on his wrist is that color. Okay. My neighbors have a band over, and it's kind of loud, but I don't mind. I don't mind the late nights party stuff. Sometimes it's like I want to go to sleep, but I guess I'm usually up later night too. It's all good. Alright, does he have any chainmail? He doesn't. He's all rags, and he also has some exposed flesh here. Looks like a wound. So we will mark that out so I can put some blood there. He looks like he's got owies. And then he's got some rags here too. Those will look good all bloodied up. We'll wear it out too, so it looks like they've been there for a while. So red first. And then some dirty colors, so like, let's go brown. So Buddy has not been changing his bandages. Add that color to his tail too. I like it. Yeah. Digging that look. Looks like gross bandages. Alright, and then I have the tiniest amount of gold to paint on here, and I really have like no more in this bottle, but I do have a couple of them, so we're gonna just get a little tiny bit of the remnant on the top. That doesn't look good. There's not enough of the paint. There's all that thin water stuff. Here we go. There we are. And then he's like a survivor, so he's gonna get a gold one. At least one of these would be gold. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna touch up the little brown parts that I didn't get. Like right in here. Get full of money. Hope you see you there. Okay, any part that I missed here? Yes. Thought so. Alright, cool. His little outfit is so cool, but he's like patchy. I guess I didn't notice it the other night when I was painting him. And I know it has like brown in it, but I don't mind because like that's gonna leave some nice streaking randomness to it. Okay. And then he's got his nasty teeth, so let's color those up. Yeah, that little wash in here. I think it's called bony matter. Comes out really good on like tans. Gives them an ancient, like aged look. It's almost a sepia. I think it's too dark to be a sepia, actually. There we go. Yeah, it's more similar to like Agarax or Shade, but like darker, even. Just really thin though on these things, and it looks pretty good. Oh, I didn't color his nails up. I'm fired. Okay, so this guy being who he is, yeah, he'll get a black nose, black nails. Some of them get brown nose and brown nails. A couple of them got the pink treatment because they're those cutie pies, but not this time. Okay. Go crazy on the nails. There we go. Okay, there he is. And he's got like this exposed patch of fur there. Kind of want to do... There we go. Gotta get a little border to it. There we go. He's a greasy boy. He's been in places we wouldn't want to go to, that's for sure. Okay. And then he's got those little sores on his tail. This little pustules, so we'll call that one right there. We'll go these two. There we go. He's got some nasty pustules. And does he have any more? Yes, he does right here. So he'll get some pus yellow. His sores are freaking, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for here? They're ready to burst. All right. And then his eyes, more yellow. There we go. Shit. Too much yellow. It's a funny eye. All right. So this one needs to dry. He doesn't have any purple on him though, so we're gonna have to change that. We'll make one of those bars on his Skaven insignia purple, so he has at least a little bit. Actually, we'll do the this one. This isn't the right one either. Where's my Druki? There he is. This is the one I wanted. Druki Violet. We'll do this one. Here we are. Okay, now he's got a purple bar. He's not as elite as the other ones that have more purple. What else do I got here? Okay, so those guys are cooking. They're drying up. There's one of them. Oh, I can do the rest on these guys. So I have this funny orange. I use my fist as a dry palette, which is probably not good, but that's what I do. I use orange first, and I cover it with some black, and then if it's too dark, then I'll go back with metal to highlight it real carefully. The orange is pretty good though. I mix it with Mephiston red and that yellow I was using, this phalanx yellow. That's my orange. It has kind of like a, I don't know, it's like a, I think maybe too yellow color or too red color. Hard to describe. I don't really love it. I've seen better, but I like it. That's what counts. I don't love it. I like it. There we go. Nice and rusty. You can still see the metallic. Okay. This guy. Oh man, I'm gonna have to re-glue that. This one isn't dry, that's why. I'm messing with him before he finished. Look at me, impatient as heck. Alright. Mr. One single link of chainmail here. So, if I recall correctly, this one was one of the ones that I did for my first diorama for Warhammer. So like, I have that still. That's over here, but I took the wraps off. Let me show you guys. Oh, he's still on it. I left him there. But I put a couple other ones there. You can see this is that pink foam, that expanded polyvinyl, whatever. So this is when I barely knew anything about them. So I made it so that you had a warp stone, what do you call it, torch, instead of the hammer. So you see it's the same guy. But he has fur. Can you guys see that? And then this whole thing, if I still have battery, it lights up. Let's see. There you go. So the idea was that it was going to be like a warp stone, like mine. But I used, there we go, that's nice. I used, this is a fiber optics wand that kids use, like for Halloween and stuff. And I pathed a whole bunch of the fiber optics through here and then poked it through the foam. And then I put some hot glue to keep all those things on there. And you can see there's a couple of them. They separated by now. But there's just two of those fiber optics things up here. If you look here, you can actually see, let's see. There's still more flashing behind there. This is all hot glued shut, but I cut most of the other fiber optics, so it's just like short here. But yeah, that was fun. That was the first Warhammer diorama I did. This is the one that came with it is the monthly minis. It had two of these guys, and I have them here. Let's see. Let me pull them out. So I'm gonna close this. Let these guys dry for a little bit. Be patient with me. I'm gonna just grab some more rats. Where's my Skaven? So I have 20 clan rats already painted. 20 some actually. And I'm doing 20 more. So we have those ones right there that I just finished, which are that guy. These two are the ones I just did. This guy I did last night. That guy I did last night. Or not last night, the night before. These are the ones I did the night before. And then these two here are still drying their bases. There you go. There they are. Alright, so the mini of the month had that one, and it had this one here. So this guy, I put some flocking on him so that it looks like he's really furry. He was standing here by that shovel. And that shovel I made, it's polystyrene and just a stick. It's loose now, but and then the it's like a pick. That was just like a bit of sprue. I glued it there, and then I glued the stick next to it, so it looks like it's one piece. But these ones I modeled after my dogs. So I have a dog named Baby. This one was Baby. And then I have another one named Chicote. If you look, he's got the brown eyebrows. You know, like dachshunds, they have the black and tan. So that one's Chicote. And then for all the other Skaven I have that are done, we got that one, that one, we got that one, that one. There are a lot. That one. Here's more. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. So you see, I really like the purple. This one even has a purple banner. I haven't decided what I want to paint on there. I'm probably going to paint over it and get a different color, but purple for now. Here's more. See, this is my my favorite sculpt again. I love this guy. He's my favorite one, for sure. This one's another favorite too. Squiggly boy. They got names. This one's Greek Grack. Ranch helped me make those. We got the bell ringer, the ring dinger. We got a lot here. This one has like a leather jerkin over his tan cloak, his green tan. Oh, this is the one I just painted too. So you see he's got the little purple bit. He is right here. And they got this running one. Yeah, he's got 3 rats with him. I got something in my shirt. So these are all clan rats here. These are the ones I did before. I think there's 23 with that one. Because that one, he can't be removed. And then I got my rat ogres. Here's one of them. This one is Scritchy, because he's got the scratchy hands. Here is Chubert. Ranch named this one. Chubert got scratchy hands too, but not as much as Scritchy. And this one's Bort, because Bort has a funny face. I played with some hot glue and made him have a foamy mouth. The heads on these guys are actually interchangeable, so you can pop them off. Let's see, there you go. Between each other. Or other Skaven you may have. I have, this is my version of Kritok Foulblade. We were looking at this one the other day at Line Breakers. If you read his banner, it actually says a message there. Both of them say different things, but they're not really PG-13. And then look, I just broke this stupid banner off again. The thing is so iffy. Let me zoom out. Here we go. And then I got this one online. It's a recast. This is Queek Head Taker. It was broken before I got it. Like his the stand there, he's standing on those rats. That was broken. But he's such a cool mini. I was like, I have to get it. I think it was like $4. So I was like, yeah, $4. Are you kidding me? I gotta get it. And then he's got his I think it's called Dwarf Breaker or something like that. And then his regular sword. Head Taker. I also have my Grayseer. Yeah, he's super cool. He comes with a bunch of little rats. They all have names. And then one of the weapons, the Skaven weapons I have, this one, Squinkle Blink up here, has his cool machine. I actually weighted these ones along with these guys because they fall over really easily because just the way they're leaning. So this one, it weighs quite a bit because one, it has a regular rock on there, and two, it has a washer inside there glued to the base. I have my Warplock Engineer. I think that's what he is. He can see you from a mile away and shoot you with his crazy ass rifle. And then before I started painting these ones, the last Skaven I did was this one. This is he's a, what is he called? He's the warlord on Rat Creature. I don't know what he's called, but he's super cool. He's also got those pustulous tail. He's a beauty. And then I have my these are storm vermin. So storm vermin are bigger rats. And this one has a gun. He's the champion. They're really rad though. Also the green tan. If I get more, I'll do them in black and the fleshy. Then this one's the cool one. So I printed this banner. You see he's got the little rat up there. It's so cute up there. If you see the picture, it's a really roughly drawn Stormcast helmet and a really roughly drawn like insignia of the hammer with the lightning. And just some red X's. I thought that was pretty cool. But while I wait for these to dry, I think I'm going to go. My dog is crying for one. And it's just kind of cold in here, so. Thank you guys for watching. That was cool. And it's been about an hour, so I think that's about right. Thank you once again for watching, and hopefully I'll do more of these. Bye for now.